What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Ade here.
And you got your boy Ham, a.k.a. Victor Boniface. We won the league. We won the league today. As you can see, I'm very happy. We won the league today.
Cool.
A.k.a. Granit Xhaka.
My boy,
our best
hat-trick.
mate.
My boy scored a hat-trick today.
Yeah, Florian's got a hat-trick. Ritz, yeah.
Cool. Massive week today. I mean, massive week.
We're not going to congratulate Leverkusen, though. We're not going to start off by congratulating Leverkusen.
We'll get there, though. We'll get there. Massive football week. Started off with the Champions League.
Don't forget people to like, subscribe, and comment.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Massive Champions League week. I think probably one of the best Tuesday, Wednesday night that we've had. Ade always talk about, obviously, he firmly believes Champions League is probably one of the best competition in the world.
Yeah, it is the best, though.
No, apart from World Cup.
It's better than World Cup.
Yeah, I was going to say.
World Cup's just
I
a
was going to say.
spectacle.
Yeah, I was going to
World
say.
Cup's a
I was going to
spectacle.
say.
Champions League is the business.
Yeah. Champions League is the dog's bollocks.
But yeah, if anything, Tuesday and Wednesday night probably a testament to what obviously you guys believe. And then on top of that, then we had this weekend football. A lot of turnarounds, a lot of changes. As we were speaking before the pod started, if there's any team that you don't want to be, if there's any team that you didn't want to take the ascendancy, it will be City, and they have now. Although I still believe there will be, obviously,
there's still
points,
time.
Yeah, there's still time. Points will be dropped. The only thing is, I just don't know whether Arsenal and Liverpool will be perfect.
Liverpool, I don't think so. So
yeah.
I thought they had the hardest running anyway. So
I thought running was harder than this.
I think
on paper, ours was harder than this.
Yeah, but they're not even living up to that. So they've already stumbled. So I can't see.
Cool. We'll go into everything in a bit. Firstly, people, thanks for tuning in. If you can please subscribe, share this with friends and family, comment, like, and all the good stuff. And if you could just, I think in terms of the comments, we'll appreciate people comment more, so we can discuss those topics on the pod. And if you don't agree with us, if you do agree with us, either way.
Don't agree, shut the fuck up.
If you don't want to comment, just hit that subscribe button, bro.
Yeah, just subscribe at least. That'll be good enough for us. Where should we start? Should we start with congratulating Bayer Leverkusen?
Yeah, we got him, man.
Cool. I do think how much of an achievement is it, though, Ade, to win the league?
It's mad. You've just won a league that only has one team in it. You get me? So
and the pretenders.
Yeah, Dortmund.
Yeah.
So
the bridesmaid.
They've won it so many times. Leverkusen have never won the league, if I'm correct. They've never won the league. So it's not as if they're up there and it's something that's historically they've been doing off and on. Bayern win it all the time. Leverkusen have done it, and they've done it expertly.
The manner.
It's not a Leicester where they're scraping every single game. They beat Bayern home and away.
Yeah.
Home and away. They haven't lost
convincingly both times.
Convincingly. Was it home and away, or did they draw the first one?
They drew the first
one.
They
drew the first one. They drew the first one.
What was going on? Was it 0-0 or something?
No, I think it was 2-2 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But this last game at their pitch, they wiped the floor.
They wiped the floor with them. Yeah. So they've been playing well. They get goals from all around the pitch. It's not a struggle. They've done the business and they've done it well. So you have to congratulate them. And they've won it with games to spare. Games spare. They've played attractive football as well. So yeah, expertly, especially in a league like Germany where Bayern own that league. You have to give them their props.
Because Bayern see you coming and just take your best players. Oh, you a threat? Okay, here we go. We'll take that.
Probably still going to do it, but
we'll take.
How much credit would you give to Alonso, Ham?
Yeah, everything. I give him all the credit. The players are just out there running around. I give him all. He's the brain box. He's the mastermind behind it. He was not even a perennial. He was a world-class player. I'll put him that high up. If people don't put him as a world-class player, then he had attributes that were world-class. Do you know what I'm saying? He's football brain.
I don't think people argue he's a world-class player. It'll be ludicrous for you to argue.
He's football brain and everything. So, yeah, him going into management wasn't a surprise. And how his teams play as well is not a surprise. Because how he played, they mirror him in it. And how he played. He was elegant. He looks nice. First and foremost, he played nice. And his teams play nice football. They play attractive football. They play progressive football. There's a method behind their madness.
And it's the purchases, right? Because they didn't go out and buy big names. They bought who they needed to complete the team that they had that complemented how they wanted to play.
Yeah.
And that's why when you guys asked me about who I want United to sign, I was like, I don't give a damn no more. All these big names, I don't give a damn. If you've got a vision, get the players that fulfill that vision. And that's what he did. What was their biggest purchase during the summer? Was it Boniface?
Yeah.
20 mil.
Probably, yeah.
And they just filled in. No, it was Nathan Teller. He was their biggest purchase.
But he's on loan.
But ain't he on loan though? From Southampton.
No,
Is he? He's on loan?
Yeah,
Okay.
Teller's on loan.
So
Boniface.
Boniface is the biggest.
And they got
purchase.
They got Granite in.
Granite in.
So they made like little
bits and pieces. But you're just like, you completed it. You completed what you needed instead of just going and buying out like wildly, just filling in spaces. But
big him up. This is his first managerial job, wasn't it? Zabi, did he manage?
First team? Yeah,
Yeah,
his
first
first team, yeah.
And he's gone up and he's more than likely going to win the treble, in my opinion. I think he's going to win the treble. I think he'll win the DFB Poker Cup, their version of.
Yeah.
And then they'll go ahead and win in Europe, I think.
Yeah. I
Massive
expect them
chance.
to. Now that
Yeah.
Liverpool have done what they've done, I expect them to.
I think you are right. I thought he was on loan, but maybe 23
I think,
million.
I think he was initially on loan,
Okay.
but then I think they ended up buying him. So I think he was their biggest purchase. Him, then Boniface,
Yeah, Boniface is
20 million.
Nah, big them up though, man. Big them up. Big up Granit Xhaka as well, man, for going out there and getting the league. I know it was tough for him at Arsenal. I was definitely one of his biggest.
I think one of the
critics.
craziest signings this season, talking about them going for what they need, I mean, rather than going for like glamorous players, will probably be Grimaldo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ronaldo
yeah.
was
Because he came from a free and he was struggling to find a club.
Yeah, he's a massive pickup.
And then they managed to pick him up.
And his ability, mad.
Yeah, he's a massive pickup. Him and Frimpong are their weapons.
Mad.
That's their weapons. And then obviously you got Florian Wirtz floating about, but that's their weapons.
Yeah,
Are
but every time they score, so when the game's 0-0 and I see they've scored, I expect it to be left or right back. Right? That's
Yeah.
First thing first, even with the strikers attacking midfield, I expect it to be left back or right back. And what kind of world is that?
Yeah.
Our goal difference is -1. Between the two of them, they've probably got more goals than United. Goals and assists than United. You get me? So it's a problem.
In total, they spent 81 million euros.
No, big them up, man. Big them up, man. Well done by Leverkusen, Xavi Alonso, Victor Boniface, obviously Nigerian brother, and Granit Xhaka.
I was telling Ade, I'm not sure if anyone noticed it. It popped up on my phone. Before the game kicked off, I saw the alert, Boniface going live. Like, what are you doing?
I was fair down.
My man celebrating.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope, man. I'm happy for them. I'm super happy for Xavi Alonso, man.
I'm happy for
what a player,
Boniface
man.
as well.
What a player.
I'm happy for Xavi. Xavi Alonso is one of my all-time
What a
favorite
player,
players.
bro.
So I'm just so happy for him, and just echoing what you said, Ham, in terms of like, it's no surprise that they're mirroring what he was like as a player. And on top of that, just to in addition to that, he's also probably had the best lessons from a lot of the managers.
He's played with all the top managers.
All the top managers. He had like the dirty managers that people might not think is
Mourinho at
glamorous.
Real.
Mourinho. Then he had like tacticians like Benitez.
Yeah.
And he has had all of them. So
And he's played at clubs where he knows the demand: Liverpool, Bayern, Real. Then he was in that Spanish team where what I love about him, the last point I make on him is his mental fortitude to be. He wasn't in that Spanish team. He was a backup.
Yeah.
Because that position went when what's his name? Del Bosque took over from Aragonis.
Yeah.
He's the one that said, actually, we're gonna promote Busquets. Because there was Marcos Senna in there. He was going to promote Busquets and then make it the free of the Barcelona free.
Yeah.
But then he was just like, no, Xavi Alonso is too ill. So Iniesta, you're going to have to go left. And Xavi Alonso going to have to come inside, and they had a double pivot of him. And so just that mental fortitude to break in, and I'm sure he's transmitted that to his players
and
as
that's,
well.
I think a big part is what you just said, being able to transmit it. There are millions of players that we've looked at in the past and said these are quality players, but they don't make it into management because they can't transmit what they know or what they see into coaching players, and he's been able to do that. So
So big him up, man. Big him up. I
So-
don't think he stays there forever. So
no, he's
I'm looking forward to see where he goes next.
obviously made the decision to stay for an extra season. So it'll be interesting to see how he competes next season, who he adds to the team, because I do believe one or two will probably leave. Maybe not all of it. Some are already on they have release clause like Frimpong. I think they'll struggle to keep a hold of Frimpong.
Yeah.
But I think he'd probably replace him with Teller anyway, because
Teller
Teller plays
plays,
over that position. So,
and they've got the other man as well. Actually, he's on loan, isn't he?
yeah. So so
the
look,
right, the other right back.
see
And
who
after
brings
people in the media, can I just say that were saying mad stuff about him because he didn't leave Bayern, because he didn't come for the Liverpool job, or he didn't go.
Yeah.
And people in there were saying that
funny,
he bottled it, or he's fucked it, or he's never going to get this chance again.
bro.
The man made a decision to say, I've only been here for 1 season and I want to cement my position. This is my first managerial
people
job.
love to be offended that you're not going for a bigger team.
I didn't get it though.
Yeah,
It screamed entitlement that he must take the Liverpool job because it's on offer. Well, if he doesn't, he doesn't want it.
Yeah.
He wants to stay at Bayern, he wants to stay at Bayern. And I respect his decision.
Facts. It's the same as a player. If you decide to do 1 more year just to cement yourself, it's cool. There's do what suits
as long
you.
as you believe in your own ability, knowing that those opportunities will always come.
And if they don't, they don't.
And
if they don't, they don't,
you
bro.
might decide to stay there for 20 years.
Yeah, they don't, bro.
To build a legacy.
That's their loss.
If you think about the achievement this season, probably bigger than what a lot of people would achieve
100%.
in other
100%.
Countries. Because to defeat a team like Bayern and
who added Harry Kane to their team this
Bro.
year, which we thought they were just gonna walk it. They added a man that's gonna get 30 to 40 goals
a game in every competition.
in every comp. Bro.
Every competition, not the league, not just the cup. In every competition,
They're a joke, bro, and it's not being spoken about enough in YSG media.
Every competition,
they're a joke, man.
So yeah, look, they're up for the treble. They're already in the German Cup final, and they're currently in the quarterfinal with West Ham 2-0 up. So we'll see how that goes. But let's move on swiftly.
I was hoping we'll stay on by for the whole Sorry, guys.
Move on swiftly to today's game. Obviously, we've got a lot to speak about. Obviously, you played Bayern, you played midweek, but we'll come back to that. But the game that's just finished. You know what? Usually, because obviously, majority of the time you control our Twitter page, and I don't really follow it much.
Yeah.
But today we're just going mad. I just seen you just going, just going off on one, and then. One thing I wanted to ask you, obviously, you can start off in the game first. But one thing I wanted to ask you, because there was one particular tweet that you put, is as if you knew what was going to happen. You said, we didn't take the chance in the first half. Villa is now taking control. I don't see us winning this game from now on. Why did you think that? Because this was around 65, 70th minute, I believe it was.
Before that, because I was talking to my WhatsApp group, and the boys will back me up if I'm not chatting shit. Because at half time I said we're not going to win the game.
Yeah,
and I never really talk in that chat. And I'm never negative about the boys. You know how much I love, but I'm never negative.
Yeah.
But what I saw in that thing was, firstly, it's second against fourth, so it's gonna be a tight game anyway. Yeah. And our first half performance levels were okay in terms of how we played. Was a good performance, but because of the magnitude of the game and what happened earlier, and it's Villa. We had to put one of the chances. We had to go. In my opinion, we had to go ahead in today's game, innit? Just because of the fans, the energy, everything. We have to go ahead because the moment we go down, everyone's heads is down, innit? So I just thought we have to capitalize on and we had chances to go. We had chances, and that's what was pissing me off the most. That we had the chances, but the reason why I said that is because I knew that Villa ain't coming out and putting that performance back in second half. I know the manager, Unai Emery's a tactical manager, so he would have watched everything that happened in that first half, and there's no way it runs again for another 45. So I'm saying, and the fact that they wasn't out the game, they was in the game. He could look at the players and say, they're probably not going to play better than that. Because they just played Bayern, they got to play Bayern again, and they've put in a performance level where they should be 2-3-0 up. So if we just play our football now, because we haven't turned up, we've driven all the way from Birmingham, we haven't played football. If we just play football, we can take something out of the game. And then you saw as the game was manifested and they just took control. It wasn't like it was like back and forth, we had spots. We had nothing in the second half. And it's almost like, so I didn't watch the last 10 minutes. Like I did, because me watching it was a formality, thinking that I know we're not going to win, but hopefully we win. Hopefully something mad happens. And then Gary never got his spot on with his commentary because I already predicted it. He was just like, we're just waiting for a moment now. And that never happens to us, very rarely, because we control and dominate. But we literally was just, hopefully they mess up at the back and then we steal it, or we get a set piece and we score from it. And it was just frustrating that we didn't score in the first half, and I never thought we was going to do anything in the second half.
Yeah. Now, credit to Villa because, as you said, in terms of second half, I think it was about the managers.
Yeah. 100%.
Arteta obviously had that first half where Emery just showing he's obviously tactical knowledge, levels that you had that first half. Well, okay, cool. Watch us, and not only that, but the confidence of the players, the Villa players, because they were willing to play.
They popped it, bro.
They were willing, they were willing to play.
They
was popping it.
Yeah,
bro.
they were from the get go, they were just ready to play.
Yeah. You could tell he's grilled them in the second at half time.
And then coming to the Emirates, having that confidence, knowing that the pressure that Arsenal always put teams under, and being willing to play, it's a top.
And sometimes the fact that Arsenal haven't scored is what gives the confidence.
You're
bro, they ain't scored.
And the good thing, I don't hope he said this, I'm sure he said this, is the more we play, the more pressure they're under.
Yeah.
Remember, if we win today, it's brilliant for our top 4. They're going for a league title. So the more you guys keep popping it and keep the ball, and even if you're not trying to score but keep keeping it, you're frustrating them, and it's going to make maybe one of their midfielders or something just jump to try and get it back to like get the fans going again, and then you just pop around them.
And Villa popped the ball well. So I think there was one game in particular I sat down and I was like, okay, because I love to multitask. I'm always doing 5 million things at a time. But I think it was the Villa Spurs game where they lost and McGinn got sent off. I'm like, I'm going to sit down and watch this properly. And the way they pop the ball around and create the space is mad. It's mad. And that was a game that they lost.
They lost. What was that, 3-4-0 or something?
Yeah, but the way they popped it around, I was just like, shit. So, and you got the issue that even if you dominate them, they still got that ability. They're still going to create because the way they pop the ball around, it always creates space. And
they got a great outlet in Ollie up top.
Ollie.
Yeah.
He's always going to have that space to have at least one chance or that run where you're going to be like, oh shit, where's my defense?
Yeah.
Because they pop it around nicely enough.
And I think we said this on this pod from the very first game of the season when they played Newcastle, we said despite Newcastle scoring a lot, that wasn't a true reflection of the game.
Because Villa were
because we were saying how good Villa were that day.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a true reflection of the game, and they've carried that on throughout the season, and that's exactly what they've done today. It was just the way they were playing. I think it was there was like we put McGinn in our half team of the season, but today's performance, bro,
he was flawless.
Like,
I mean, all of them second half.
All of them
second half.
Yeah. To me, I just said all of them. Like even the substitution.
All of them second half.
And this is what I thought. Like it was the battle of the managers, and Emery won every single battle in that second half. From like the second half, wherever he said to them the changes were coming out.
He's more experienced than Arteta.
He took the first steps in it when he took
off Diaby and brought on Bailey.
And then Bailey, because he'll probably obviously realise, okay, you know what, Zinchenko's coming in a lot of the time. Diaby's not doing what he needs to do. Let me try. I've got someone else that's done well this season. Let me try him. And Bailey's done well. And on top of that, when Arteta had the opportunity to counter it, I didn't think he made the right move. I can understand, like, you lost control of the midfield battle. You're trying to regain it. I understand the Jorginho one. I thought he was just going to do the Jorginho and maybe take off Jesus and put in Jorginho.
Move Havertz still in the false nine.
When you now take off Odegaard as well.
He was amazing in the first half, by the way. Amazing.
Odegaard is just
amazing. No, I'm talking the levels he's playing at.
He's just amazing.
Levels, bro.
One ball he gave to Saka. And I was like,
the precision.
He gave a ball, wasn't saying, I'm passing it to you.
No, I'm telling you what to do.
That's it.
I'm telling you what to do.
I'm passing it to where you are meant to be.
Yeah. And then when you get there, first time.
That's when you're talking about someone dictating the midfield.
It's like Kevin De Bruyne passes. Like Kevin De Bruyne passes the ball telling you, this is what you need to do once it gets there.
This is where the ball needs to be. So you go find
rather than me being on your page, you need to be on my page.
And that's
exactly what you do. And when you took
I feel sorry for him though, man.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for him sometimes. Because he's playing out. Remember, I've always said, I know people love Saka and whatnot, but Odegaard's our best player. I'll die on that hill that Odegaard's our best player, And it's like, he's coming to the party, but the rest of them are like, you can't get to your levels, Odegaard. And to be fair, in his defense, he is 25. And the other attacking boys, they're 20. I mean, Martinelli and Saka are both boys, and they're both 22. And Odegaard's been around for a long time. So you can tell the difference in how he sees the game. Them two rely on their athleticism a lot and stuff like that. Odegaard is his brain. It's his brain, his move, and his first touch is amazing. His first touch is almost immaculate. So it allows him to find the little space that he needs, and then obviously he can pass, innit? So I felt sorry for him the most, and I agree with T. Unless Odegaard signaled to the bench that he was flagging, there was no reason to take him off the game. Because fair enough, we had lost the game. But if we was going to create that moment that I said, it's going to come from Odegaard.
You took the words out of my mouth, because that's what I was going to say. The moment that you're looking for, if there was going to
it's going to come from Martin.
There's only one person that's going to.
It wasn't going to come from Saka. He was having a nightmare.
Yeah, but to be fair with Saka, I do think he's relied on. I think the both of them need each other, because I'm just saying.
Because that's the person that's going to finish off the balls he gives.
I'm just saying, like, a lot of them struggle to be on his page. If there is a player that is on his page a lot of the times, that he can always look up to the thinking, okay, cool. Like, this guy's. It's always him. It's always Saka. Same thing.
Already my captain for next week, fantasy.
Same thing for the Bayern game. Is always Saka, and I think both of them are slightly getting overused, and it's slightly getting. But despite even being obvious, the teams can't stop it.
When someone's got the ability, they've got the ability.
Yeah, they've got the ability. You can't stop them. But I said, I think Emery won the tactical battle. You taking when Arteta made the sub, I think like
It didn't affect the game.
It made no impact.
It didn't affect the game. It didn't affect the
Nothing at
game.
all.
It didn't affect the game.
I'm
selfish. Sorry to cut you. I'm selfish. I hate when we're at home and the opposition manager makes a proactive sub before we do. The game's 0-0.
Yeah.
That's telling me that what he's seeing, he's like, I need to affect the game.
Yeah.
And my manager's looking at what I'm looking at, and I'm thinking, whatever needs to happen needs to change. This starting 11 or the system or something cannot continue like this. And him waiting for them to bring on Bailey before he says, Trossard has to come off either at half time or 5-10 minutes in and then bring Nelly on. Yeah. At least it gives them the impetus that, okay, we've got someone that's going to stretch, and we're making the first move. So now Emery has to counter. We was now countering what he had to do, but they was already in the ascendancy.
Yeah.
They was already in the ascendancy.
Yeah. I don't think correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I've seen that all season with Arsenal where the team just took control without you not having even with the City game. Fair enough, they took control, but you still had control in the sense of defensively. You knew, cool. You want them to have because you don't always have to
100%,
to be in control.
But we were
this is the first time I
astute,
felt that they took total control of the game.
Yeah, that second half.
That second half was ridiculous. So they deserved. For me personally, I think they deserve to win it. You guys didn't take your chances.
No, I thought it was a game of 2 hours. I thought the players get all the flack for the first half. Because for not finishing their dinner, because the manager's tactics set them up to get them to put in those chances. They didn't put them away. I mean, Havertz has got to do better. Jesus has got to head the ball back across goal. Trossard's got to score with that save that Martinez makes. Saka on his right foot could do better, but in the second half was definitely Arteta got outscored. Yeah. And we lost, and I would say rightfully so. But I wish we took our chances. But yeah, we lost the game, and we can't say nothing other than
cool.
We lost the game where we go again. I think we got. Is it Wolves away? I think we got Wolves away, yeah.
Wolves away,
we got
then
Wolves
Chelsea.
away,
Which is not going to be...
Nah, not at all.
Which is going to be tricky because they've got some of their attacking players.
Yeah, Cunha's back. Wang came off the bench. I knew he'd probably be fit for that.
He'll probably be fit, yeah.
So, but that game don't mean nothing to us anyway, man.
So yeah, look, it'll be... Obviously, you've got another big week ahead of you. We'll get into Liverpool in a bit, but for me personally, the biggest losers today is Liverpool. I think they're the biggest losers. There's one team that you guys didn't want to be on top. There's one team you didn't want to be chasing, and it is City. So I do believe that everyone will still drop points. Probably City will still drop points, but you and Arsenal and Liverpool has to be perfect.
Yeah, we won't.
And
we won't.
Just whether you are going
to
be
we
won't. That's the only issue.
We won't. The fact that we had to be perfect to win the league is almost.
Yeah.
It's almost like, what's the word I'm looking for? It almost doesn't make sense. That we were going to have to go and win 19 out of 20 or something.
No, but the
to go win the league.
You know that's the standard. Like Liverpool been through it twice.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But it's still ridiculous though. It's still ridiculous. Even though it's the standard, it's still ridiculous, bro.
But that's the standard they've set.
It's still ridiculous, bro.
Obviously, if you think about it, over the last few weeks, when we're saying Arsenal has changed, they're not the same team. That's the standard we obviously, if we're saying it's changed and not the same team, that's the standard we obviously believe that we hold thinking, okay, they are capable of doing that because you have shown that from the very beginning of the year that
But to keep it till May,
bro, that's
we would have to keep it till May. No, I just know that. Look, if you would ask me, I know we can't do that. Not now, not at the stage that we're. I know we can't do that.
Anyway, it's not a practical thing.
I know only Man City can do that.
Yeah, even
Only they can go. Only they can do that.
And
that's why I can't see them
squad they've got everything.
Yeah.
Everything is set for Man City.
For them,
to do that.
I mean, they're gonna win the league with Kevin De Bruyne hardly playing football this year.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Look, I'll say that it's easy for us to say that now, but in answer, when we look back at it, when you was putting out those performances, it was hard for us to think you was gonna go into a game losing. We didn't think you was gonna lose this Villa game. If we did think that, okay, you're not going to be perfect, it wasn't today that we thought.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. I just knew we couldn't. It's impossible for us to go perfect to the end of the season.
Yeah.
So, but look, it's still.
I can see City doing that.
There's still chance. I honestly believe there's still opportunities. One thing Arsenal don't want to do is to let the foot off the gas, thinking, okay, cool, it's done. And I'm sure Arteta will.
Yeah, the players can't. Us as fans can. Players can't.
So that's why you guys left early, yeah? Scumbags.
I mean, leaving early, I get it because it's like we've done well again this season. If you ask me, we've done 3
why can't they
seasons
just
back to back.
See it to the end of the game.
Yeah, you
clap the lads off. You guys have had a good season, regardless of you losing. We still support you.
Yeah. No, at the end of the season, I'll still be proud of them because we probably won't win nothing this year. I'll still be proud of them.
When I was watching, I was like, that's disrespectful.
It's just anger, though, isn't it, man?
Anger.
It's anger, yeah, man.
So
I hear what you're saying. You support the players through the good and bad, isn't it?
Because it's as the wind blows, that's how everyone's moving.
Yeah. But I think it's just today's game was the realization that, like what Tom said and what we were saying off the air, if Liverpool won their game today, and we lost, so it would have been what 74, 73, 71. But Liverpool were top. I would still think that. All right, cool. Man can still Liverpool can still drop points because I still think Liverpool are gonna drop points. The fact that it's Man City that's sitting at the perch, and they would have been all watching that game today. And Pep's gonna come into training tomorrow. Obviously, they got Real Madrid to focus on, but he's just gonna write number 6 on the board. We just have to win 6 Premier League games.
Crossing it out every week.
That's it. And they're going away to Brighton, away to Forest, away to Spurs, and then the other 3 are at home.
Yeah, it's not
Man. They're going 6 for 6, man.
Yeah, look, we'll see anyway, man. Like, if anything can happen, but if we're being honest, we do obviously believe that City are favourites now.
Well, anything can happen.
Anything, 100%.
Finish second semi-final Champions League is what I said about 4 months ago, and I'll take that now anyway.
Cool.
Like, we haven't seen City play as bad as they have in patches this season. So any shit can happen.
Yeah,
we'll see.
so anything can happen. So we'll see how that goes. Just
If
talking
we win it,
about
I'll eat my hat.
You know the
Win
thing?
it,
I don't want you to win it, so I pray it doesn't happen. But if you do win it, I'm bringing hot sauce. You eat that hat.
Okay, if City drop points and we somehow win it, I'll eat my hat.
You
I
eat
would
that
only
hat.
be happy.
Everyone heard it.
I'll eat it. I'll
No,
eat it half
have
naked.
you eaten it when it's coming out?
I'll eat it half naked, bro.
When it's coming out. We guarantee you guys a movie. That's a movie.
Cool. All right, look. Anything else on today's game, Addy, that you want to touch on?
Nah, I was happy though because I was surrounded by some Arsenal fans. I was very happy. So it's good.
Cool. I'm trying to think if there's anything else happening, but apart from
Contrast of emotions, though, because when I saw Liverpool lost, I was just like, "Come on, boys, man, we just got to win our game, and then it's just us and City, just us and City."
I didn't expect it.
I'll be honest, I didn't, especially after the first half. But as I said, I saw your tweet around 65 or 70 minutes. So I was obviously quite surprised to see that,
man.
and just but then Villa just dominated until they got a goal.
I thought worst case it's 0-0, but
I thought
I would have taken it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The draw is not when it's not.
Yeah, because of how bad that second
Yeah.
half was, I would have taken 0-0.
Yeah. So and the only thing now is that the goal difference doesn't even look that big anymore.
Yeah, no.
So,
Yeah.
That's another thing, and with their fixtures that they've got compared to your fixtures, they can easily just crawl that back.
Yeah, easily.
So from it starting at 11, was it
Yeah,
before the week this game week started?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
now at 6 or something like
I
that.
don't really like talk about goal difference. But
I pick them up, man.
So,
Pick them up, man. Pick them up.
cool.
That means Phil Foden gets Player of the Year, right? If they win it, it's got to be.
Yeah, it depends who. Yeah, it depends who wins.
probably.
My
anyway.
boy Philip.
But to be honest, if Liverpool win it, I don't know which one of their players I want.
Liverpool ain't winning it, bro. Liverpool ain't winning it.
I can't see which.
Because this is the wrong time to go on the blip. The wrong time to go lose 2 home games.
We'll talk about Liverpool in a bit because it's a shambles for them.
It's
in
a shambles.
In a week, everything can be
And
over.
I message during the week that they just let everything go.
Yeah.
In a week, like everything can be over. So
Because I only saw the goals in the Atalanta game. I don't know the actual
they
gameplay.
missed
Whether
bare chances.
Atalanta-
They missed bare
okay,
chances.
yeah.
It's just I just don't know what's going on. Like someone might have cursed them or someone might.
So they're still creating. They're just missing them.
Yeah, just missing exactly
Yeah.
like today.
Like
They
the
just-
United game, right? The truth is,
Yeah, to be fair, United, they should have been like 8-0 up.
they got no reason to be drawing
With Man United. Yeah.
Our goal difference is -1.
Yeah.
We
There's
don't beat
no
nobody.
reason.
You get me? No reason to
Yeah,
be doing Man
yeah.
United.
Yeah,
Home
it's just-
or away.
They're creating chances because even as I said, we were talking about let Jota come in and Jota will probably score this chance.
Yeah, and
Game
Jota
on, he
missed. Yeah.
It's just like someone is doing.
Curtis
it,
Jones'
like,
miss was
yeah.
mad as well, running in
Yeah,
on goal, and I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
expecting him to slot
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
it's like it's dead. I don't know. They've offended someone. They need to go and beg that person before the end of the season because you shouldn't be missing this amount of chances. It's too much. It's not just one player we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The whole front line.
And the maddest thing for them and why Klopp was probably mad is because their next 3 in the league is all away from home.
Yeah.
Fulham, Everton, and West Ham.
And Fulham, they're winning games.
Yeah.
All away from
Everton
home.
are
It's the
desperate.
derby. Yeah.
West Ham ain't
Ham.
shit. So
I mean, they could easily go and win all 3, but I don't expect.
And they
I expect
could
them to drop
easily
points.
not get any of them.
And I expect them to drop
So,
points
yeah.
in that 3.
yeah.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like, let's just quickly move on to the Champions League games. Obviously, last week we had AK on. You had a little bet with AK. He was to be AK would just message me throughout like the build up of the game. He was excited. He wanted obviously. I don't know where he's got his confidence from, but he felt that Bayern could do something.
Yeah.
But all those players came out of the woodwork.
Out of
all the
nowhere.
ones that were injured.
Champions League night, isn't it? Champions League night.
But then
So,
again, a lot of them are injured again. But we'll get to that in a bit. They just came out of nowhere, and I'll be honest, I was surprised with how we lined up. With how Tuchel lined up with the attacking line, but off the ball they're pretty compact. They they was working hard, and I wonder Gnabry pulled his hamstring because he was helping out Alphonso Davies majority of the time. But then when he got his opportunity, he scored. What was your thoughts on the game itself?
I thought it was okay. I don't think our performance levels were where they have been, but taking into consideration that a lot of those boys is their first time quarterfinal Champions League, massive respect. I'm so proud of them for the performance they put in anyway. Even though I think we can play better, it was considering the opponent as well. And I'm sure AK's confidence came from Bayern have heritage in this tournament. They've won it before. It's still Bayern Munich, and like they said, those players can still turn up. And they put in a shift, like you said, T. Defensively, they were making sure that. I mean, Lima literally just followed Odegaard. Wherever Odegaard went, Lima was with him. Like, you turn left, Lima was there. You turn right, Lima was there, and whatnot. And so I thought we played okay. And I thought 2-2 was probably a fair result. Say we probably shaded it a bit, but I thought 2-2 was a fair result. And the subs changed it for us, and it was unnecessary because I honestly think if we just played properly, we could have won that game 2-0. Because I don't think their threat was that much. And you think we go 1-0 ahead with Saka's goal, and then the mix-up with Gabriel and Raya, which we haven't really seen us making defensive errors because we haven't really conceded goals, innit? And then that gives them an impetus that they're human. Because obviously, we was going into that game saying Gabriel and Saliba, they're the best two centre-halves in the league. Arsenal don't concede no goals. And then you're Bayern and you just see them going to concede some stupid goal like that. So you're like, all right, cool, we got our tails up and whatnot. And then they go 2-1 up, and then we done well to bring it back to 2-2. And I would have loved to go there with a lead, but the game I watched still gave me confidence that we can go there and we can still do something away. But I thought the performance levels was okay. Could have been better, but I still think we can win when we play them on Wednesday.
There's controversial moments in the game. So I'll ask you first, Ade. Saka's penalty, pen or no pen?
You know, at first, like in game, I was like, yeah, penalty. Why are they not calling it back? It's a bit stupid. But then when I see it back, especially with the still, that looks like he did a little star jump just to catch it. You know, that's what makes me say no pen. But yeah, it's one of those ones that if they had given a bend, they probably wouldn't have reversed it because it's close, right? But it's that little action of you moving your foot towards, which he probably didn't need to do. He probably gets caught without doing that. But because of that, it changes the whole perception of everything. So, unfortunately, overall, I think it wasn't a penalty because of that movement. But
I spoke to him too because initially watching it live, I thought it was a pen as well.
I was like, "What's happening?"
I can't lie.
When they blew the final whistle, I was like, "Well, are you still going back?"
But then watching the replay, you just saw that little movement. And I think Neuer was very clever as well because he knew that. Okay, cool. He's not gonna look as if he's stretching his leg, but I'm gonna put my leg down at the right time for him, and then Saka just putting his leg back. So he's very calculated from Neuer.
He's got nothing to lose, right? He's got nothing to lose. It's either this guy scores or I take him out. Probably Saka's the one that even helped him get out of that the pickle.
Definitely.
So I didn't think that was a pen as well. I think I spoke to Ham. And
it wasn't a pen. It wasn't a pen. It was obviously in the moment I was screaming at the TV as loud as me and my dad were screaming at the TV. It's a fucking penalty. It's a fucking penalty. my dad was losing. What the fuck, man? And then obviously when I watched it back, I was just like, I don't know, pen. Like Saka's just the word I would use is just exaggerated his leg too much. Just exaggerated it. Like him leaving it hanging. If he just kept running. But then again, I'm not as fast as Saka, so I can't speak for him. He might have been running. I was running, and I couldn't slow myself down. I just couldn't slow myself down. But overall, I don't think that was a penalty. And the Gabriel one, I didn't even see that like in the game when they were saying that he handballed it, and bro, that's nonsense to me, man.
Yeah, but the Gabriel one.
No, if it's a handball, it's a handball.
It's a handball. There's no ifs about it.
I'm cool with the definition that all the other media people are saying that common sense is still a rule in football. We didn't gain an advantage from it. So I was cool with that. I'm cool with that.
You didn't get an advantage.
No, we didn't. Because that's what the rules say, innit? If you gain an advantage from it, then yes, it's a.
Fuck that, bro. You picked up the ball. It's a handball.
So how do we gain an advantage from it?
No, I'm gonna start doing that. Pick up the ball.
No, but how do we gain an advantage from it, Ade? No, there's no Bayern player near us, bro. It's in our box.
So it's now handball unless there's an advantage.
Well, the ref didn't give it, and there's a reason why he didn't give it. And the ref even said,
but the ref is stupid for that. Even the ref's explanation is ridiculous. He's saying it's a kid's mistake. What do you mean it's a kid's mistake?
Bro,
a pen is a pen. So
I was happy
pick up the ball. Him saying that is him acknowledging that there is something wrong. But I'm not going to do it because it's a kid. Bro, the whistle's gone. The ball is in play. You picked it up. And it's so funny how No one mentioned it.
Yeah, because if
Yeah.
I'm in the corner flag
When-
with no one next to me, can I just pick it up
'Cause even-
and just?
It only came to
He didn't
light.
throw it, though.
It only
He
came
touched
to
it and then passed it.
Yeah.
He picked it up, bro. He picked it up. That's the important part.
Yeah, yeah.
Whether he threw it or not, he picked it up.
Bro, it
I
only
mean,
came to light.
if we're gonna be letter of the law in every game, then let's do
Letter
that.
of
then,
the
innit?
law.
If we're gonna do
Picking
that,
up
then
the
let's do
ball.
that. No, let's do that, then, innit? Let's do that.
Yeah, it only came to light when Tuchel mentioned
Yeah,
it.
because we all of us watched the game and none of us knew. That's what I'm saying. It's not that big of a deal.
Even when
Attention to it.
Tuchel mentioned it, even the interviewer, the lady was like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, no one saw now, bro. Just play on, man.
Reality is a pen. Like, let's just.
If they don't like it on Wednesday, they should do the same. The referee's not gonna give a penalty.
He will give a penalty.
They won't. They just do the same.
We'll just say, everyone will just say it's common sense.
Yeah,
Stop
but
it.
that,
Common
yeah,
sense, bro.
that's definitely a pen. But look, it is what it is.
They didn't give it. They gave the Saliba one on Sané. That's a pen. Like they got their pen. How many pens do they want, bro? They got their pen. We didn't get one. They got one. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Let's
but
play,
both,
man.
both of the pens should be pens. Also.
Yeah, let's-
What about the Saliba one? I'll give you that. Sané one, pen or no pen.
I mean, it was hardly any contact, but if he's gonna give it, he's gonna
Yeah.
give it, innit? Yeah, because I looked there and thought, yeah, it's a pen, but
Yeah,
it's
one of those ones is like,
Yeah, I thought it was a pen.
yeah.
Not like that.
But I said the ref never going to overturn that because he was running at pace anyway. And there was definitely contact.
And it's hard. Yeah, once there's
Once there's there's definitely
contact at that
contact.
pace
Once
as
there's
well.
contact and him running at pace, it will go down.
The
But
difference
once they're
between him
giving
and the
it,
difference between him and Sake is he doesn't initiate the contact with Saliba.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sake initiates the
Yeah.
contact with
Yeah,
Neuer.
yeah,
so
yeah.
That's the big difference.
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
difference.
if it's Sake, like I said, if you just run straight into Neuer, it's a pen.
Yeah.
I
Facts.
agree. I
Facts.
agree. Yeah. So it was obviously going into this week's, the coming week's game. What's your assessment of what's going to happen, or what's your prediction?
I think this is gonna hurt. Today's game's gonna hurt, and that will fuel the boys for Wednesday. But we were playing a Bayern team that isn't like great. We played them already, and we didn't see nothing from them that makes us think, oh, they're definitely gonna batter us. And the good thing for us is they probably want to underneath Tuchel play a bit more at home in front of their fans because they got nothing to lose. Like this is it. They've lost their league. This is all they have left. They're not gonna win their cup.
Nah, but would you
So I
want to
don't-
play or stay in the competition? Because they've got nothing.
Yeah, so you're maybe you say so. They
might not
shouldn't
play.
risk it.
They might be ugly.
I don't. Yeah.
We might be seeing Bolton type football.
Yeah, maybe I don't see it though. I don't see it. I see them being a bit more, and hopefully they are a bit more.
Because if they,
hopefully they
because
are.
the reality is, if they play more, I reckon they fall into your hands.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying.
So,
Hopefully,
yeah,
hopefully,
I literally see it
hopefully
from
that because
there.
I don't want them to sit and because that counter is
Yeah,
blistering, bro.
Blistering.
I remember
Yeah.
Nabri's not gonna play, but Coman's gonna play.
Yeah.
So it's Coman and Sané.
Coman's injured though.
Oh, is he not gonna play again?
Not gonna play.
And
Coman's out for
Musiala's
the
as
season.
fast as the rest
Oh,
of them
shit.
as well.
Coman,
Yeah.
Coman got injured yesterday, so he's out for the season.
Oh, wicked.
that's what I was about to
So
check
it's
as
Sané.
well.
So he says Sané will be back.
Sané over there.
And Coleman's important. People don't realize, but Coleman
Yeah,
is
Coleman's
so
important.
important.
Because that chance that he had, the rest of them don't make that kind of opportunity unless it's Coleman. They
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
The-
Coleman.
the-
Good player.
a lot of them
So
love
important.
to hang like the wings, but Coleman can. He's got that movement in him.
Yeah, I like Kingsley Coman. Good player.
So yeah, he's out. Gnabry's out. I think those are the only two players that's out
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
moment. I'm not sure whether he's gonna play. He might just play.
Kane, Sané, Musiala,
Musiala
free.
in the
Play
wing.
Musiala free. Maybe
Yeah.
stiffen up with another mid because
Yeah.
Pavlovic will probably be fit. The
Yeah,
young boy
maybe,
plays in the
yeah.
mid and then play him
Maybe,
centre mid with
yeah.
Goretzka and Lima. Stiffen it up.
Maybe he
He'll
does
be-
that.
he should be
But
fit.
I don't think he plays. I think it will do exactly what he did at Emirates. He's got to show you respect, and I think he knows how good you are. He's not gonna like unless if he's some sort of idiot. Obviously,
Unless the bodies aren't there.
Yeah.
Unless the bodies aren't there. And he
like
just needs it.
I think it will make it hard. It will make it difficult for you to break down first and foremost. And you look what Villa is probably going to look at what Villa did. It will pick his opportunity, pick his moments, and when to get at you.
And if it's Harry Kane, you don't need that many chances. That's the issue.
Nah.
So
Be a good game anyway.
it'll
man.
be a good,
Be a
I
good
still
game.
think it's 50-50.
it'll be a
Obviously,
good
initially
game, bro.
prior to the first leg, I thought you was gonna win it, but now I just
Yeah.
think it's 50-50. Now
I still see us going there and beating them, but
I still think
see.
you've got the ability,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it would
yeah.
have been ideal going there with a lead. But
Cool. If you ask me, it's 50. If I have to pick one, I'll go with them now because I think it will be difficult for you to go away to the Allianz with especially with the crowd missing out at the Emirates. They will want to make up for that at their stadium now.
Yeah.
So it will be a difficult environment for your players to be. And obviously, you've alluded to the fact that a lot of them are not used to.
Nah, yeah, this
as
is
we
the,
said, this
a lot
might
of them.
be
This is
their
the
last
biggest
game
game.
of the season. Like for Bayern, this is it, right? This
Yeah.
game is it.
Yeah. We still technically got a lead
Yeah,
to fight
if
for.
they
Yeah,
lose
yeah,
this, it's all. So I can see them dying on the pitch for this.
Yeah, and
But I tell you one thing though, if the lineup comes out and I see Zinchenko starting, then I'm not watching the game. There's no point. There's no point watching the
You
game.
didn't love him today.
It's fucking awful, bro. And the thing with him and Trent, why I always back for Trent, why Trent is my G, whatever. What he offers outweighs for me his deficiencies. Zinni, what he offers doesn't outweigh. He's a liability.
Yeah,
anything in that quarterback back there, if it's him on the ball or it's on his side, you're begging that is there cover and is there someone going to help him, and don't do nothing silly with the football. You saw him trying to nutmeg Tillemans, and Tillemans almost scored and put in top high corner. Then you saw him again trying to head the ball and someone nicks it off him. So and then we play him so he can come into midfield and control and play.
But he's losing the ball before he even gets there.
Fuck that. Okay, it's not enough. It's not outweighing what he does the other way. So if I see he's like, listen, just give me Tomiyasu left back, Allianz, please. Zinni, he can come on last 5 and waste time. I don't need him. In that game, bro.
How far is Timber from
Timbers?
Spain?
The last thing Arteta said was he wants him to play an under-23 game, see how he gets through that, and then probably get him into a match day squad before the end of the season. Because that's him next season. Zinni will be he'll be coaching with Arteta because that's Timber's position.
What do we say?
United, isn't it?
Okay, cool. Yeah, United game. So
It's the good part, guys. It's the good part.
to be fair,
Manchester United.
there's nothing.
Wait.
What's different?
Let's reenact it quickly. Reenact it. Ask me a question. Just ask me any question.
When do you think? What position do you think you're gonna finish this season?
I don't know.
Yeah, bruh.
My man stormed out of his press conference. Bro.
But it was a matter of time, right? It was always going to happen to you, right? It was always going to happen to you.
I don't think he's been sleeping properly, you know. He looks like he ain't
looks
slept.
stressed.
He looks like he ain't slept in a while.
Because they asked him, was it a penalty? He said no, it wasn't a foul. We all knew it was a foul. The question was it a penalty or not?
The Bournemouth one?
Yeah.
Never a pen in my eyes.
No, but the question was it a penalty or not?
Oh.
He said it's not even a foul.
Oh.
That was his answer. It was like, it wasn't even a foul.
So he didn't agree that it was a penalty?
No, he said it wasn't like a foul at all.
I don't get it.
So you know the penalty that they got awarded at the end and they
Oh, at the end?
overturned,
Oh, I thought you were
and it
talking
was
about the one that
overturned.
you got. Sorry,
so they
yeah.
asked him, do you think
What, Cambala's one? I was thinking, yeah, that's a foul.
So he was like, it's not even a foul.
Oh, get out of here, man.
When he said that, I was like, you're struggling. You're struggling. So that was even before the press conference. So when that happened, I was like, yeah, he's lost it. He's totally lost it.
United were bad again. It's just,
When are we good?
Yeah, but it was just,
Bro, our goal difference is -1.
Bournemouth had 21 shots or something.
Yeah. Everyone has 21
Yeah.
shots. It's 21 seconds, but everyone has bare shots. It is what it is. We're not a good team.
Yeah, we're definitely not a good team. So there's nothing. We're just gonna be repeating.
Yeah. I felt sorry. I was thinking about you two when I was coming. I was thinking, what can Tommy and I say that's different?
Yeah, what's different,
this
bro?
week, bro? You man are just gonna say the same thing.
Same thing.
No, but
Marcus,
what I do
Marcus
like
is
it,
rubbish. We can't play football.
but what I do like it is, so as I said, when Max came on a few weeks ago, it made me sit back and be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't take the piss out of United so much. But he asked questions that made me think a bit more because he was obviously defending the whole 6th position.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's the same. It's that outer layer that's glossy. It's 6th position. But then you now see how many games have we lost? How many goals have we scored?
How many
When you
goals we
start to do
conceded?
how many shots have
How
we
many
had?
shots even?
When
You guys have faced a
drill it-
record 241 shots.
You get me? So
Since
once
January
you
or
drill
something.
in, that glossy 6th position is not quite correct. So ever since then, I'm like, at least he can see that now. So it's not as if we're just making noise. Like the Liverpool result would have gotten to United fans their chest up and saying, no, we're all right. But no, stop looking at the stupid results that we managed to just scrape.
Yeah.
And look at the underlying
Performance levels, yeah.
The only benefit I can say yesterday was it wasn't a game where they were just running through our middle.
I mean, Ryan Christie did a couple times.
No,
but it wasn't like Wolves
it wasn't
out,
like Wolves. You get me?
Fulham at
That's
home.
The only
yeah.
benefit I can literally say is that they weren't just running through our middle. At least they had to pass a couple of times before they got it open. And that is literally the only benefit I could say. Because beginning of season, they were just running through the middle. I was watching it and I was like, okay, at least we're making them have to pass around before they create the space. But they were having chance after chance. In the first half, it could have been 4. In fact,
Christie's got a score, man.
I'm Bournemouth manager. I find some of those players for not scoring.
Yeah, 100%.
I find some of them.
I agree with you.
I was upset.
I agree with you.
That didn't give Bournemouth that penalty.
Bro,
I needed that goal for. I needed that goal. I was upset.
is it Kukurez? His header.
Yeah.
Slapped him.
He had a good game though, you know.
Yeah, he had a good game. I slap him. Once it comes off the bar, you buried out.
Yeah.
I slap you. What are you doing?
Yeah,
No, United are
were
dead.
poor, man. And all the goals. I'm sorry to say, both goals were against run of play.
Bro.
Like Bruno's one where he roofs it, and then the penalty just came out of nowhere.
They
Just
were
like,
imaginary goals, bro.
yeah, it just came out of, you know, like that. The penalty just like, oh, it's a penalty. And then the commentator said that even after you guys went 2-2, Bournemouth just started playing football again. It wasn't like United went, okay, boys, it's 2-2, we're gonna go and win the game. Bournemouth just said, okay, we'll take the ball back and we'll start playing again.
And the chances they had, the Kluivert's other chance.
Yeah. Shocking.
chances,
There's nothing he could have seen. I know he tried to do the whole take a Nacho off and bring Amado on at half time.
Yeah.
But that didn't even make no.
That's what I was gonna say. That was the next part I was gonna, because Garnacho.
Yeah, like the tweets, isn't it?
Like a tweet. So
Like two.
I think it was Mark Goldbridge that actually posted it, basically saying that.
Trying to scapegoat a 19-year-old.
Scapegoating a 19-year-old for not playing well at the press conference, but you play players that haven't played well for like the whole season, all like without saying a word, and then obviously Garnacho like.
Yeah.
But I've said it though. I've said it that if Rashford does exactly the same thing that Sancho or Martial does, he's not going to talk back to Rashford. It's just the reality of it. It's not anything this or that. It's just the reality. He doesn't have the guts. And that's why I was thinking today, so obviously there's been a lot of, in the gossip columns, a lot of Tony coming to United. If Tony comes to United with Ten Hag, he's in trouble. He'll be slapping him during training. Tony will be slapping him during training. So Tony's a player that he's got an ego. So he's not quality enough to get the respect of the world-class players.
But
his ego is bigger than Ten Hag's.
That's
not a functioning team.
That's
not a functioning team. And I was like, shit, that wouldn't work. But we're just a mess anyway. But we try and say something different. But that's why I came with that positive, that at least they weren't running through the middle. Because other than that, it's just the same shit.
But even the goal that they scored, the Kluivert goal that they scored, I know you said they didn't run through the middle, but did you see Casemiro for that goal?
Yeah.
You see that he stopped, walked, then jogged a bit.
Yeah.
And then he got there, and if he sprinted all the way to him, he would have blocked the shot.
No, but that's our hunger now. So I remember saying it when we got knocked out of, was it the Carling Cup? Newcastle beat us 3-0.
Newcastle,
They're just hungrier than us. Everyone's hungrier than us. And you can see that in every...
That is evident, though.
Bro, and every level of football that you play, be it 11, 7, 5, turning off for a bit, you're done. Let alone professional football. You're always going to feel it. If the other team's hungrier than you, you're
and
done.
that's how you sustain attacks, by winning the second ball. Because you might not break through the first phase, but then you have to win that second ball to then reset and recycle, and you guys don't.
It's all right. We don't do nothing.
You don't.
We don't do nothing. So
it's bro. But just repeating ourselves. But one thing I'm sure of is going.
Oh no! See,
sure.
It's not possible.
You guys
that it's
think
not going.
definitely.
Yeah, no,
it's not that we think. I know.
Yeah, I've been telling a lot of people I'm at ease.
But you think if you lose, would you? That's what I'm going to ask you. Like, you think if you guys lose to Coventry, if it was you two, would you put him out of his misery straight after, or will you still wait to the end of the season and then in the summer just be like,
no, the season's almost done. Let him finish.
So you let him finish
the nonsense.
Yeah, just let him finish. You can just we can just do the same thing at Bayern and say, look, you're going. We're in the back.
I won't even tell him.
We're looking at.
Why are you telling him?
Yeah.
Looking at others.
Why are you telling him?
And if he wins the FA Cup, that's still, I know for you two, it's still not enough, innit?
No,
If he wins the FA Cup, it's still not enough for him to stay. Because he would have won 2 trophies back to back. And when he leaves, he can still leave with a little. I mean, I was there for 2 years and I won 2 trophies.
That can help him in the future.
Yeah.
That's for
Put down the CV. That's for his CV.
That's for his own personal gain.
I wanted to say something in Yoruba, but our fans would understand.
I need to go back. I need to go back a bit. Tom, why would you tell him you're gonna sack him? I'll make him sweat every night. He must go to sleep stressed.
Yeah.
He must, for what he's done. Nah, he must.
But you guys are convinced. You guys are convinced that he's going though.
Yeah, I'm convinced.
Unless he's got dirt on somebody, there's no reason he stays.
It's the only point. Remember the point that I made, and I'm not the only one that's made it. But it's just that if Ineos do think that if we get everything above him right, and then we just give him with what's right another chance.
Unless he's got dirt on somebody,
then maybe because they might just think that he's not. I mean,
what?
He was at Ajax. He can't be horrible.
Okay, cool. I was once part of the Lambeth cricket team. Once upon a time, I played cricket for Lambeth. Put me there now.
I'm just saying that whatever profile manager United go get now, it's going to be the same as when they went for Ten Hag. Do they play progressive football? Yes. Can he play with young players? Yes. Those are the two. Has he won something before? Yes. He ticks yes. United go get another manager now.
Fair.
Those are gonna be part of the criteria.
But I'll
Do you know what I'm saying? That's going to be the criteria. They're not going to go get a novice. It's not going to be a novice.
I was watching Les Ferdinand's
on them not saying
overlap.
Yeah.
And it said what a lot of people don't realize is they believe managers get sacked just because of performances. Say it's not true.
Yeah, that can't
He's
be.
saying
Yeah.
majority of the times that his managers been sacked when he was in a job was the fact that they've gone against the original plan. That's why he sacked them. It's like he said, I can live with the performance because you're still working within.
You're sticking to your principles.
Our principles of what we've agreed. It's because you've gone against what we've agreed.
Yeah.
That's why. So it's like if a manager, for them, for example, the QPR, I'll give an example. It's like, look, our principle is like, look, we can't bring all these top players. We need to work within our financial remit.
Yeah.
Our aim is to develop these young players. We're bringing young players and develop them, and we can sell them on until we get ourselves into a good position. Then
those are football manager fundamentals.
Simple as that. But the managers will now get to a position where, okay, cool, you're surpassing what you're supposed to do. You're in a good position, fair enough. And now all of a sudden start asking for stuff, and then rather than giving a young player a chance, you won't give them a chance. And then if a young player doesn't play well, I know for the fact you won't play him next game. But if the player that we go and buy for you for like 5 million, whatever, doesn't play well, you're still
willing to,
Because it's like when Scott Parker got sacked last season, we knew it wasn't because of the football, it's because of what he came out and said. Like, it doesn't align with what the plan was.
Yeah.
You
So
get me?
despite us going for like the same, I just said the same criteria that you've just mentioned, the plan will be we still want to do those things because that's the success plan. If you look at everyone else around us that's doing
what they're doing.
That's what they're doing. But we need to find someone that is able to fulfill those plans. That is as simple as that.
And we're talking about the tactical. We focused on the tactical when you just asked that question. But now they might have to go and question the psychological side of it, the mental aspects. Can this person handle a team of this magnitude? It's different. It's different scrutiny, right? So you might have an extra person interview him that actually can he hack it? Because the same thing you said that when they were trying to buy Anthony Gordon, they checked his personality. Yeah,
which most top teams will do.
So it's not just technical. It's like, actually, you're making a big step up. You were at Ajax, fantastic. But now you're coming to Manchester United.
Yeah, and the job's just a bit.
You get me? It's a different
animal. And it's easy for Ineos to just say, they can release a public statement saying, he's not our manager. We didn't bring him in. So we released him of his duties. We now brought someone. Now you judge. If the guy that we brought in fucks up,
it's on me.
It's on us.
Yeah, it's on us, yeah.
And
it's on us.
It's on all of us.
And ultimately, for me personally, it's like, we're not blaming the total, like.
Yeah, it's not everything.
We're not
him,
blaming the whole issues on the club on you. We understand it's not all you. But fundamentally, what we've seen this season, it's unacceptable.
We're shocking. Yeah, we're shocking. And the thing is, what I love about us lot is because we said it from the first game. Wolves at home were just like, that was a shocking performance. And it's literally just gone. And it's just gone. It just got progressively.
No, but the problem is that the position is deceiving because that's what.
And it is. Every time I look at the table, I see United like this. No one ever allowed. I called Tom yesterday and I said, bro, how many teams can you actually say that United are better than in the Premier League? I can only think of like 3 or 4 teams, bro, that United are better than in the league.
No, but then there's a question of better than. But when we play against those teams that we think we're better than, have we
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And I can't say I can't.
Because Chelsea's the only one that I say is on par with us.
Yeah.
Sheffield United, we beat them by 1 goal. Burnley, we beat them 1-0.
Yeah, but I'll say United are play better than those two teams.
But we did not. We struggled against them.
I would say Luton, just this season and how they play and what they're trying to do with Rob Edwards is not too dissimilar to what United are trying to do.
We haven't swept any team away this season.
Yeah. You've been in a game. Every game United are in a game with the opposition.
We've never swept. Sheffield United, all these people were struggling. We needed a Johnny Evans.
Everton come to Old Trafford. I was watching the game with my dad. Everton put in a good performance at Old Trafford.
Against Burnley, everyone's beating them 4-0. We need Johnny Evans to score that worldie. You get me?
They got to relieve him of his duties still. Because he's not doing nothing to win the job.
Yeah, so I would say, look, I'm quite confident. I'm not wavering from
confident.
Bro, he's going. I just
want to see who the new manager is. I want to see what Ineos do because this is like their first big team. Because everyone, the backroom staff looks like they're competent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're bringing in.
I've started thinking about it. I started thinking who I would like. Initially, I didn't want the Zerbi, but I'm thinking I wouldn't mind. But to be honest, I wouldn't mind Graham Potter to come back.
That's big, boy.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Graham Potter. I'm starting to think about it, but obviously, I'm not saying that's who I definitely want. But
Yeah, but you want to mind him even after the whole Chelsea thing. That doesn't deter you from
That
saying.
Chelsea thing that actually doesn't knock me on.
Doesn't, yeah. I'll be honest with you.
Chelsea's a different animal, right? Especially right now since the takeover.
Yeah. That Chelsea thing, like,
It's a myth.
it was a mess back then. The whole Chelsea
Still
stuff
a
was
mess.
Still a mess. Like, the owner just took over. He didn't really have much in place. So you're just buying players upon players. He
They
had
didn't
so
really
many
give him time anyway.
They give him time. And whereas with this one, like, we're trying to put in a structure, perfect structure in place. I think we need someone that can improve our players, that can get us playing football. Ultimately, when he does get to the point where, okay, cool, we need to start challenging. If he's not the one that can get over the line, they can get someone better. But in terms of someone to start from scratch, start like teaching just boys how to play football. Like, look at Villa today, perfect example. The boys were not scared to play
Unai
football.
Emery's a top manager.
They were not scared to play football.
He's a top experience.
He's a top manager, Unai Emery.
He's done it all,
So it's just, if we have to start as if, okay, you guys are just a championship team, we're gonna start from scratch
and build it up.
and build up from there. Then it is what it is.
It
Like,
might
we
be a
have-
5-year project.
Yeah,
Just
it
do
is
it.
what it is. Because, like, unfortunately, we're gonna have to start again. When you start things again, you just have to go take like 4 or 5 steps back again. It's as simple as that. And if it is Graham Potter, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't.
As long as it's not Gareth Southgate.
Yeah, I don't want Gary. I can't lie.
Because like the truth is, we supported United. We supported them for ages. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just start a project and start it properly. So
it's cool. So yeah,
I just want to say, confidently speaking, I would like Ten Hag to stay.
so,
Just so under no circumstances, no one gets me confused, I want Ten Hag to stay.
after that interview yesterday, he might not even come back himself. So,
cool. Look, let's just round up the Premier League games, and then I've got a challenge for you again this week.
Okay.
Cool.
I know where I want to start.
All right, let's just go with the game, like your. I know you've been scouting for your team. Yeah.
Oh,
So let's just go straight to the Spurs game, and Isak. I think we talked yesterday about Isak and Gordon, and you was obviously emphasizing your point on why Gordon should go and Rashford shouldn't go.
Oh, I'm 1,000,000%.
So, but let's start with the game itself. What was you guys' thoughts on the game?
Yeah, did you watch that day?
Yeah. I thought it was good. Obviously, at the start, I thought this is Spurs.
Okay.
I thought this is Spurs. I thought Newcastle are going to get nothing in this. But it just shows you how one mistake can change everything.
Yeah,
Confidence is big. Because
If you
at
could
that
bottle it
stage-
up, you'd sell it for
You'd sell it.
£1 billion.
It changes. It's like when people walk into a room with an air of confidence, they might not be shit, but they look like the shit. Because Spurs were on top. And when you make one mistake, everything falls to shit. And the truth is, Newcastle do have the attack
Yeah.
to do it. And Spurs still have the memory of last year. Because
The commentator kept saying it was 3-0 up at this time last season. It was only 10 minutes.
It was like, bro.
It was only 10 minutes, bro. The game was 3-0 up.
Obviously, I was so I watched part of it. Then we started driving to football on the other. So I was in the car with Kemi, and I was like, "This game that we're listening to on the radio last year, we were in America." And I remember before I turned it on, it was just ping, ping, ping. I was like, "Bro, I'm trying to set up the TV." It was just ping, 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 ping. So I was even having that conversation with her, but yeah. Newcastle did what they needed to do. Obviously, Spurs, that's the risk. This is risk with the kind of football they play. Yeah. And when you're on top, you need to do what you're doing. But it just shows Newcastle got that counter-attack. Gordon's just been excellent.
All season.
When Chelsea, so not even Newcastle, when Chelsea bid for Gordon 60 million, I think, what the shit are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm with you there.
I was like, what are you bidding for?
Because I watched him at Everton, I thought he's a good player. But
He can run, but he don't do nothing.
Yeah, I thought he was a good player, that's it.
Yeah. And I was like, what's Chelsea doing? Then Newcastle bought him, and what they've turned him into.
Remember, he came in Jan, innit?
Yeah.
He didn't hit the ground running. Newcastle fans were unsure, not too sure.
What they've
But Eddie
turned
Howe
him
really wanted
into-
him. You watched the documentary,
Yeah.
Eddie Howe really wanted him.
He used to be a runner. That's what I saw him as. But the output now is immense.
It's night and day between whether him and Marcus go. I don't even know why people still have that conversation.
Mad. It is mad.
I don't know how you take you only take Marcus off like memory that Marcus has played for England and Gareth likes it and he does
but
a
it
job
depends.
and
So you know
bond
how-
that, bruv. Bond
You know
that.
how some teams...
Marcus has been trash all season,
No, but
fam.
you know how some teams like PSG will sign Kylian's brother because they want
Yeah,
Kylian.
yeah.
So maybe Marcus is going for someone else.
Yeah, I'm trying to. But who's he close with in the camp? Is he going because of Kobe? So he can put his arm around Kobe.
Maybe.
Kobe needs a babysitter is Marcus.
It's one of those ones. Maybe because Marcus shouldn't be playing.
Andy Gordon.
There's no comparison between them. There's no comparison.
Their work rate.
There's no
Andy Gordon
comparison.
kills him all day long.
nothing.
His output, decision making. Brilliant. I'm not saying Andy Gordon is a better footballer than Marcus Rashford.
Yeah,
but this season, his output, he's having a
his
much
output
better
is
season
crazy.
than Marcus.
And Isaac, because obviously you've got his love for him, but I still go back to when I used to watch this boy in the Dortmund reserve team, and this boy was scoring for fun, and Dortmund just never gave him a chance.
Isak.
Oh, it's okay, yeah.
So when he was in Dortmund reserve team, he scored all the time. It was like every game I'm watching, I'm like, this boy scored another 3, he scored another 4, he scored another 5. And then the first team, they just didn't give him the chance. And then next thing he was at Sociedad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy's a baller. And I'm happy that he got the chance at Newcastle because he's got the platform to just show everyone what his ability is. And he's quality. So, yeah, well done, Newcastle.
No, well done to Newcastle. Obviously, me and Ham was talking about because of financial fair play, I think Newcastle will have to sell one of the big boys. Who do you think goes? Gimenez or Isak?
I think it's Gimenez.
You think so? What, PSG or something?
Yeah.
I don't think he stays in the league though.
I don't think he stays in the league.
Well, I think he likes it here though, man. He's a competitive midfielder that can play. This league is that's what this league is as well.
But I don't think he stays. It depends on who needs him. Depends on who needs him.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Give me one of them, bro. Ideally, I'll take both. Because if I had a midfield of Bruno, Rice, and Deck, I'm set. But obviously,
and it depends on how deep in they are for the financial player. Because if it's a case where they can just get rid of the people around edges,
them,
then there's no.
Nah,
no
man. Because someone's bidding for Isak this summer, and it's got to be 100M. That's 100M is probably the only thing that they will say we'll accept, we'll even look at. They bought him for 68. He's bagging. He's not like the boy is bagging every time he plays.
But
and if he doesn't bag,
they're only
he
down
looks like
15
he's bagging.
million for the fair play, then you get Wilson and get rid of Wilson and somebody else.
No, but I'm saying
Cool.
you don't think they will sell for 100M? Newcastle wouldn't sell him for 100M. I'm not saying they should
don't
sell him
need
for
to.
less.
They don't need to.
That's the point. That's
where
the only
that's
thing.
where the thing is.
Because of the plans they have for the club.
They wouldn't want
Why
to
take
sell.
They won't sell both of them two players.
You need, so as much as
But I need
it's
him
a
though.
project.
I don't think you understand. I could cry on this podcast. I need him.
Nah, you got Jesus.
No,
bro.
I need him. When you watch us, don't you just think? If they had
100%. 100%. That was my view.
Crazy.
That's what my view was. That Tony's not the striker for you.
Hell, I don't want Tony on the same. I said that
he's not
regularly.
the striker for you.
I don't want either of them.
He puts your football back.
I don't want either of them.
But
They're good players. I
Isak
don't want
does,
them.
but they don't need to sell. And the truth is, when you're building a project, you don't start buy, sell, buy. You can chop and change around it, but you need some like established.
Then we're
players.
gonna have to do something crazy. Like whatever our summer budget is, just give it to Newcastle. If it's 250, just give it to them. The boy is the truth, bro. The boy is the truth.
yeah.
And then what?
Quality.
My biggest thing for him is because remember I said I'm not necessarily saying I want a striker. I want a forward, and he naturally is
play
Thierry
across,
Henry. He can play on the left,
Yeah.
and he can play through the middle. And then so that means I could play Martinelli through the middle, play him on the left, play Saka, and then Jesus has proved to me this season that he's a backup. He's not. Nobody's number 9. He can back up. So Jesus can come off the bench. Trossard can come off the bench, and Havertz can play false 9. It just gives us abundance of
Jesus is a
options.
backup,
So that's why it has to be whether we can get him or not. If we just bid for him, will let me know that we're on stuff. I think we have to try and test the waters.
What,
We have to try.
40 million plus £1.
No, not that. Not that. They bought him for 68, which is dumb that we didn't get him from Sociedad anyway.
Yeah.
It's dumb that we didn't because him and Martin played together.
Yeah, you wanted him though.
Yeah, so it's dumb that, yeah.
To him.
Yeah, it's dumb that we didn't get him from Sociedad. And there's Newcastle that ended up, but it's fine. You end up with Newcastle. We got more money.
His
We got-
boy is.
Yeah.
His boy is.
Even if they want Eddie, if they want ESR, and then 100M on top,
If they want those players, they've got no ambition.
That's true.
If they want those
That's
players,
true.
they've got no
That's
ambition.
true. That's true. But we gotta test the waters because he's the only one I want. If we don't get him, then I don't even want no one.
mean, yeah.
But gonna lie to you, bro. I'm being like a sports child. You know, like when you take your child out.
Yeah,
Daddy, I want this sweet.
Yeah.
No. Okay, I don't want
I
that.
don't want-
Yeah, that's like me. If I don't get inside, I don't want a striker.
I think because of the risk that Bruno's got a release clause, they won't want to sell him knowing that at any given point someone can just trigger Bruno's release clause and then Bruno will have to go. Then what option do they have there?
But what if we unsettle Isak and we make sure that he hands
It's
in the
possible.
transfer request?
It's
Because he's got 3 years
Yeah.
left.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
he?
you can
2026? Is he 2026? A contract 2026, 2027.
Not sure, but he's come out and
So
said
I think he's got 2
happy.
years left. I think he's got 2 years left. on
He's
his
come
deal.
out and said he's happy at Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's gonna say that now.
No, but you need to understand that right now Newcastle are at the start of their Man City phase.
They might never reach there. Don't worry.
They might not, but in that time, they can be sneaking him under the table $1 million a week.
It's true still.
So
Off the books.
You get me? $1 million a
Brown
week. So you
envelope.
need to understand that.
Brown,
part.
you know, he just opens his door every Friday. It's just there.
When they serve him his lunch, they'll just make sure the plate is made of gold. Just take that home, man. Stack it up. Stacking up the gold plates at home.
Yeah, I think it'll be hard for them to get both of them. I do think one of them will leave.
Yeah,
in
we
the
got to get
summer.
him to handle that transfer request.
I don't think both of them goals.
And what he done to VDV, by the way, can we just mention that was ridiculous. I thought the guy broke his neck. I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought Van der Ven broke his neck. I don't want to rip him too much because I think he has been good this season.
He has been quality.
But he had a shocking game yesterday.
Yeah, it did, and that's where the issue is when you rely on pace and power. Sometimes get caught out.
I think like, the confidence messes with his mind because after the first goal, when he obviously almost broke his neck,
Yeah, probably he literally
you can
almost broke his
see
neck.
by the second goal, he didn't know what to do. Whether to
Yeah.
go again, whether to show him to his left.
It's that
or
second
show-
goal.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's that
yeah.
second
Yeah,
goal.
he didn't know
what to do.
Yeah.
But look, they got beaten convincingly.
Convincingly.
All of them look horrible. Like all the Spurs players look horrible yesterday. I'll be honest with you. The second half of the season hasn't been good for them.
Nah.
The Madison, Son.
What was Madison doing yesterday? You fouled somebody, they didn't give you a yellow. You're now calling for someone to get. I'll
I
slap
saw
you.
that. I went to slap him through the TV.
What was he doing?
I went to slap him through the TV, bro. You say
thinking exactly
you say
what you mean.
that Dan Burns should have got a yellow card for the same thing.
If I punch you.
Yeah, they're all being like they need to pick it up if they want to.
Yeah. No, I'm happy for Eddie Howe though. Super happy for Eddie because you know how much I love Eddie Howe. And I'm super happy that when I look to the table, they're right back up there now.
Yeah, right back up.
And it's
They're
a shame
right back
that
up there now.
obviously
And
they
it's a
had the
shame,
injuries, 'cause
yeah.
obviously what that's showing is that if they didn't, unlike
Yeah.
us, we was
It doesn't
we're talking
matter.
about,
It
talking
doesn't
about
matter.
injuries, which it doesn't matter. But with them, if they had their players,
No, they will. It'll be them, Villa and Tottenham that's
Yeah.
literally fighting for that top four.
and I do believe they would have probably be number 4.
Yeah.
Honestly, do believe
I
that.
feel as if it's weird to say this, but I feel as if we need Newcastle in Europe. We need them to build because it brings more excitement to football in general.
Yeah,
we want
yeah.
the Premier League to be the best, the biggest and best.
We don't want Man City
we
winning
need
it
everyone.
4 or
Yeah,
5,
we
6
need
times in a
everyone
row.
challenging. We want everyone there. So
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's just go through the other games quickly. Why do you think he's not playing Tony? Because he's been benched twice now. Because the first time last week I thought, he has some
it was
sort of
injured
know.
or
He was
something. I
injured.
heard it was.
But he
Yeah,
didn't play him again.
At
Obviously,
all.
at all. He didn't want to come on. Why do you think? Do you think there's some sort of issue? Have they just like succumbed to the fact that
He's going.
He's going.
Yeah, probably.
To be
Like,
honest,
looking
that's
at
what
life
I'll do
after
as well.
him.
That's
Yeah,
what I'll
looking
do
at
as
life
well.
after him.
If you're,
But it's hurting his chance. He won't go Euros. Dominic will take his position. Dominic's bagging, bro. And Dominic's playing well.
He's bagging. Yeah, he's bagging.
Dominic's bagging and playing well. It's not like he's just
Yeah.
heading it in and no, he's actually playing.
17,
Yeah, come on, bro.
17,
He's playing.
Unless
For
a man-
Bournemouth.
Unless a man's injured.
For Bournemouth.
Yeah, me 17.
Yeah, no. He's doing.
So
Yeah, it's like,
What was Brentford's score?
2-0.
They won.
yeah.
Yeah, against Sheffield United. So
Okay.
they're just almost safe.
Minus the injuries that happened to him, Burmo, they were doing fine without Tony.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, they were
so
doing well.
the truth is,
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably just planning without him. Then we have Burnley. Burnley.
What did Burnley do?
Just sabotaging themselves.
that is that
Was
goalkeeper.
it was 1-1 apparently? innit?
Yeah, yeah,
I
you
haven't
see the
seen- I haven't seen
goalkeeper?
on the goal. I
Nah.
ain't seen on the
Goalkeeper
goals.
did, yeah.
I ain't seen on the goal.
Well, the keepers is I don't know what he's doing. And
But
the
that's
thing-
twice in 2 weeks.
Oh, you took the
I know-
word
I know he
out
made a
of my
mistake
mouth.
the week
And worst
before.
about it is,
Bro.
yeah, twice in 2 weeks. And then it was talking about,
Bro.
Trafford was making too much mistakes.
Yeah,
They should
nah.
have given this keeper a chance.
Nah.
Yeah, so
have a
now
go.
Trafford will come back in. Innit?
Nah, no, like you can't make 2 mistakes like that.
Yeah,
This
when I
one,
get, I'm gonna watch my
he
today when
didn't-
I get in.
He didn't stop the ball.
Oh,
so they
he just
passed it
let-
back to
and
me.
he just went.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's not that.
Who did they play? Was
passed
it
the wrong
Burnley
place.
one?
Brighton won.
Yeah, because it's not as if they passed it away from me. It was
And
Not
it
great.
wasn't,
It's
it
just
wasn't
rolling.
a good game.
It's
So
just-
yeah,
not
that
great from
1-0
Brighton.
could have killed
Brighton
off the
are
game,
dead,
but
man.
it wasn't a good game.
Yeah.
Then we have obviously City won 5-1. They didn't need to play Foden, the rest of them.
Yeah, Foden, Bernardo Silva, Rodri.
Yeah,
They all got nice rest.
Henry Rodri said he wanted the rest. I
Yeah, he did
didn't
come
know
out.
that.
He said,
Yeah,
I
he
watched
came
the
out,
interview.
he
He
came
came
out
out and
and
said
said
it.
it,
Why do you think he said that? Though? Do you think
Because he needed a rest.
He wants a rest. He
I don't
played too many
understand.
games.
You see the media, yeah?
Yeah,
We
he wants to
over-sensationalize
rest.
everything.
Yeah.
The brother's tired.
I'm
He said
surprised
he's
he's come out. I've
tired.
never heard the player come out and say they're tired of you.
No, you have to be honest now.
Be honest, bro.
Are
Trust
you
me,
a
man.
machine?
And I respect that because he does a
Yeah.
lot in that team. He does a lot
was
in that
surprised.
Yeah,
team.
he
bro.
said, "I'm tired. I need a rest, bro."
Yeah, bro. And Pep listened to him.
Yeah, Pep said, but you know,
If you
Pep
don't
is sounds
want- Yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah.
very sarcastic in his.
He said, I'll arrest him and I'll arrest him again.
I'll arrest him again Wednesday.
I respect that though because he's probably thinking, listen, it's Luton at home, boss. Maybe he could have said it
Yeah,
privately.
maybe, yeah.
But
Yeah,
he's
that's
saying,
what I'm
boss,
saying.
boss, the Luton game, the man that
Yeah.
can do that. The Real game, I felt tired in the first leg,
Yeah.
so let me get a 4 weeks rest
Rest.
and be ready for
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah, like,
I'm
cause
saying.
Like, I'm not surprised that a player is tired. I'm just surprised that it's come out and said
But I like the fact that he came out, and more players should, because the calendar is ridiculous. We all know that it's ridiculous.
Stupid.
It's ridiculous, bro.
With all the new competitions.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And the
players
players are coming out, the managers are coming out, but the football governing bodies are not doing nothing about it. Just adding more and more games to it.
They just want the money.
Cool. Then we got Forest and Wolves. Cunha's got 2 goals back from injury.
Yeah.
2 good goals as well. I mean, not the first goal was a good goal.
Gibbs White scored. What did his goal say? It was good. I like Morgan.
Yeah, he was alright. It wasn't anything special, but Cunha looks up for it. So I do think you guys.
He's always been energetic anyway.
Good player. Wang came off the bench as well, so slowly. Pedro Neto, is he out for the whole season, Pedro?
I think, bro, you don't even know about
he's injured.
See, if Pedro wasn't injury prone, bro. He's playing for Arsenal.
And that's why we have to buy both of them. We have to buy Neto and Olise. Because at least through the whole season, we'll share
Olise came on. Olise played today, innit? First game back.
But they both get injured, so we have to split the position between the both of them.
But yeah, so you obviously a few of the players have come back.
Yeah.
For them at a good time before you probably at a wrong time.
Well, that game don't mean nothing to me anyway, bro. So.
And obviously, what we've got Fulham beat Liverpool obviously today. We talked about Liverpool. We touched on the chance.
Fulham 1-2, innit?
Fulham 1-2,
and just Pereira.
Yeah. So and I think that's about.
And then Chelsea play who tomorrow? Everton tomorrow. And Chelsea probably lose.
No, they're at home. They'll probably draw.
Yeah, draw. You're right. Cool. Probably draw.
I think that's about it. Is there anything else happened this week that we haven't touched on?
In the world of football, no, nothing crazy. OJ Simpson died. In the wider world of this, yeah. Cool. Rest in peace. The glove don't fit. Must have quit.
All right, cool. I think that's it. I just got a quick challenge for you guys. So last week it's still a Champions League one. I think we did players last season. So we're gonna do managers, but this time it's just top 5. But I want you to give them. I don't even
remember managers' names.
Give them in order. The clue I'll give you before we start. This are like managers that you clearly know.
Okay.
Another clue is 2 of them have retired, and 2 of them are retired, but the other 3 are active. They might not be in a job, but they're actively still.
Okay, so I know 3 already. I know 3 already.
But I want it in order. Top 5
in order.
Yeah. So what's the top 5?
Managers the most manage the most games in the Champions League. Top 5 in order.
Well, that's gonna make us not answer because if we know we're gonna get a strike, so we have to do 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
4, 5.
So start with number 1.
Get strike.
Who do you think has managed the most? You guys should know this one though.
It's got a bit. Yeah.
He's on He's.
I think in the Champions League.
200.
Carlo, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It's got to be Carlo, isn't it?
200.
Carlo Ancelotti. Okay.
Yeah, he's on 200.
That's right.
And then.
What I'll do is I'll give you the numbers. Second man has got 190.
That's a lot as well. That's got to be someone that's been there.
Yeah,
you think it's your guy?
Probably ours.
Sir.
Yeah, because we were there for so long.
Sir Alex then, yeah. Number 2.
Yeah,
okay, cool, yeah.
So
next one is 178.
178.
There's 10 difference between the third and the fourth.
178.
We're saying Fergie was number 2.
Yeah.
With 190. Who else was consistent in the Champions League?
We dropped out and we went in the Champions League for a minute.
So it
won't be. I don't think it will be. But then Jose's going to be in there. Jose in our Chelsea.
Yeah, but he hasn't been there for a little while. Pep has to be ahead of him. Yeah.
Pep would have been Barcelona, Bayern,
continuously. Yeah. Whether or not he's number 3 is another thing entirely.
Yeah, I'll say Pep.
Is it Pep?
Strike. It's first strike. So he's obviously there, but not number 3.
Okay, he's not number 3.
Yeah, I don't think my gaffer is going to be in the top 5.
No, I'm not even thinking of him at all.
Yeah.
Well, we need to start thinking of all these ones that are in the Champions League every year, but don't.
It's not prominent managers that we all know.
Yeah.
Prominent managers.
But then how many will Klopp have though? Because who did Klopp manage? Dortmund and Liverpool.
Yeah,
and how many? They've done a bit of
Europa League as well, so it won't be Klopp. Be Klopp.
Yeah. Okay, let's think about who's won it. So all the Bayern managers, but then Bayern always switch their managers. Though.
Yeah, they haven't had consistency.
So we got Sir Alex 1. I mean 2. We got
Carlo
1.
Carlo 1. Fergie
2.
Okay. And obviously you mentioned Pep.
He's not 3.
Pep is top 5.
So Pep's what? Pep will be, what we say, 4th or 5th?
Probably 4th.
I'm not going to tell you.
We need a nut. Yeah, okay.
and it's not going to be a new manager, so that one's easy. It's not going to be a fresh
Yeah,
manager.
it's not gonna be like in Simeone and Zaghi. Wait, no. I'm gonna go off with Diego Simeone. He's got to be up there. He's been at Atletico and they've been Champions League the whole time.
Yeah. It's give it.
You think so? Or you don't think he'll be top 5?
I wouldn't have said it default, but he has been there for a while.
Been there for time, bro. And the league is literally just them 3.
You said 2 have retired.
Yeah, 2 have retired.
2
have retired. 3 of them are still.
So the active ones is Carlo, Pep, and
But who would have retired as well?
maybe Arsene Wenger is there somehow, some way, bro. Who else can you think of?
Nah, couldn't. It couldn't be. That's what I'm trying to think of. All these Italian and all these other managers that were there,
Yeah.
but no one's coming to mind immediately. 2 have retired. The other 2. We're gonna be here for like 6 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Diego Simeone.
Say.
Simeone.
Second strike.
Second
No.
strike. Okay.
He's not top 5.
Okay.
At all. So
So you pretty much mentioned top 5.
Yeah, I can't think
You
of
mentioned
no
the
one else.
names. What? You've mentioned the names.
yeah,
like-
that order thing is.
so it's just the order. You mentioned the top 5. What,
Maybe,
the reason why
maybe
I
we're
was-
disrespecting my manager, but maybe Wenger is there, bro. Disrespecting him, bro. Because who else is retired, bro? That we
Yeah,
can think of anyway.
It's that retirement one that I feel is our answer, but I feel as if it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be him.
We was in the Champions League for time,
Maybe it
bro.
was that long. Yeah.
We was in the Champions League for time, bro. And then we dropped out for time.
Should we go for it then?
Because who else is
Let's put
retired?
out then.
Yeah. Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, why don't you guys respect him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got
third.
it. Yeah, we got it, bro. He's been
178.
there for time, bro. He's there for
and then
time.
Yeah.
So Pepe will be the what's the number for the 4th?
4th
10
is
less.
145. So, sorry, 4th is 168. 10
And
less.
then
and
5.
5 is 145.
Okay, so Pep is 4 or 5. What are you saying?
Just go 4.
Yeah, Pep
Can't
4.
be
Yeah,
4.
Pep 4th.
And the 5th one. So Carlo, Alex, Wenger. Yeah.
Mourinho.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You guys
So we said Mourinho, yeah.
disrespecting,
No, because you know the
It's
problem
been
is
a long
it's
time.
for-
That's what I was thinking. It's got to be.
But
But then
the
with
gap
that gap,
was
then
so
we was
long.
out.
Yeah,
That's the only
the
thing.
gap
But even
was so
before
long.
that, you got when he came in '97, it was the Champions
But if you
League.
much
think about it,
for,
though,
yeah.
even the gap that you are out for,
Yeah.
Fergie wasn't even there around that time. as
Shit,
well.
Fergie wasn't even managed. It's true,
So-
you know.
So like Fergie was gone as
Fergie
well
left
at
at
that time.
2013, yeah, and then that's when we stopped. We was allergic to the Champions League.
Yeah, but we know Fergie was just there for.
Fergie was just there the whole time. And Don Carlo is Don Carlo.
Yeah, Don Carlo. He reached 200, right?
Yeah.
200.
He's
Yeah,
Juve. Yeah,
200,
he's everybody, bro.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. Yeah, no, that's another good one. You done well. You almost. I don't know why. Obviously, it was that Wenger one that almost messed you guys up. but-
that was. I
Oh,
just
yeah,
didn't think.
yeah,
I
the
just thought there must be someone else, but I couldn't think
That's
of who that
I
person
respect
would
our
be.
manager, bro.
It's
I
good,
did just like it can't be him, bro.
it's good
Can't
thing.
be
It's
him.
a good thing that you obviously said maybe we're not respecting him or not.
Mm.
And that's basically it. But yeah, that's it. Next week, you're not going to be here, right?
Nah,
Yeah,
no.
cool.
But I'm not gonna be here for the rest of the season because there's nothing to play for. Season's over.
So we need to try and
Amen.
get someone in. So AK can't. We'll see if we get AK in, but he wouldn't. He wanted to come here, obviously. After,
Oh yeah.
But
I'll
what we
FaceTime
do-
him from where I'm at.
What we
FaceTime
do,
him.
yeah. Well, the bet's still on anyway. So
Yeah,
regardless
yeah.
of what happens, we'll try and get someone else on next week. If you are one of our like regular listeners, if you do want to come on, just let us
Us a
know.
shout,
Just
man.
give
Send us a
shout.
message. Yeah,
Send
once
us
you
a
finish
message.
listening, send a
Yeah.
message.
All right, thanks people. Thanks for listening. If you can please subscribe to the channel, share this with friends and family, comment, like, and all that other good stuff. And we out.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.